guarantee you success in real estate if you do these three things. My name is Paul Roberts, and welcome to another edition of the Powerhouse Podcast. We have a new guest in the studio today. My great friend, my dear friend, Brandon Scribner, is taking a much needed, much deserved vacation with his family. So we got a substitute. We got someone to tap in and say, hey, I'll take over while Brandon's out. And we got Mary.
Hi.
She's better looking. No offense, Brandon.
Depends who you ask. I think if you ask his wife, she'll
Good point.
argue with that.
That's a good point. Good point. But welcome, Mary. Thanks you for being here today. But I want to go over, Mary, something that's near and dear to my heart, something I've been preaching forever, because at the age of 34, someone said to me, if you do these three things, I guarantee you success. Now, Mary, my back was against the wall. I had nothing to lose. If you find someone that has nothing to lose and they have a desire to win, they're deadly. They're gonna crush some things.
Absolutely.
And I had nothing to lose. I couldn't feed my kids at the time. My wife was already waiting in food lines to feed the kids. We had nothing. The cars were already gone. We were hanging on to the house. I'll tell you more about that in a different story, but we were hanging on to that house. We eventually did lose it. But he said to me, do these three things. I need you to give me a list of 10 real estate agents that know you. I said, okay. I'm like writing it down. There was no arguing. I was like, yes, sir. What? Okay, 10 real estate agents that know me. Now, I was in the insurance business, disclaimer, okay? And he said insurance agents, but the same thing is true in real estate. Nothing changes. So I wrote 10 real estate agents. Okay, make a list. Number 2, he said, I need you to give me 20 people you personally know, that know you personally, okay? No real estate license. These are friends, family, everybody. It's like, cool, 20 people I know, boom, boom. And he goes, and number 3, I need you to talk to 25 people this week, okay? Now, our line was a little different because it was insurance, but this is what you say in real estate. It's actually more effective in real estate than it is in insurance. I need you to say this to 25 people this week. Mary, do you know anybody that is going to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the next 6 months? If you can just say that 25 times over the next week, okay, I promise you, you're going to have success. Now, you do those 3 things, I guarantee success. Pretty simple, right?
That sounds pretty simple.
Too simple?
A little, yeah.
A little. So my question then to Fitz was like, hey, my question wasn't, this sounds too simple, I was worried about his capacity because I'm giving him these 3 things. Remember, I had nothing to lose. Most people argue, well, why? I was like, so my worry was Fitz and his capacity. I said, Fitz, how are you going to call these people? What do you mean? He said, Paul, here's how it works. 2 people will actually do it. 6 of them won't even be in the business the next year. And the other 2 just going to be hanging around kind of broke and acting like they know what they're doing. I said, really? He goes, yeah. Those were perfect. Those numbers were absolutely perfect. I started with another gentleman that did the same thing. I'm still great friends with it. All 3 of us are still great friends today, still in the insurance business, still kicking butt. I sold my company, as you know, got into real estate. But I have thrown this guarantee out to everybody that I've hired. And everyone that's done it has been successful and is still being successful, all right? Now, why give me a list of 10 real estate agents, right? Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because we are going to start building your empire today. We're not going to wait. We're not going to hold, well, let me do this. No. Remember, Fitz told me to do it. I did it. I was broke, right? And there's some things, and you know this because you're great in business, is if you're broke with an ego, you're in trouble.
Yes. Yes.
If you're broke with all the answers, you're in trouble. Now, if you're broke and humble like I was like, Fitz, just feed me. And you've been there.
Yeah.
You've been there where, like,
for sure,
you had to listen, like, please tell me. Yeah. Right? Here's what I know and here's what you know. If you join my team and I call 10 agents for you and 2 or 3 of those are getting started and they're excited, they're getting going, naturally, you're going to do better in transactions. Can't get around it. You're going to find answers. You're going to search for answers. Because if you don't, then you just sit back and you wait for someone to feed it to you. You just sit back and like, man, if someone could just tell me, how to do this or how to do that. But when you have 3 people on your team, Mary, you work faster. You figure it out. Why? It's just like being a mom. Are you a mom?
Yep.
How many kids?
3 kids.
3. Did your life change, Mary, when you had that first kid?
Absolutely.
Tell me how it changed.
Well, first of all, she was born 12 weeks premature, so
Okay.
she had all sorts of health issues. But then all of a sudden, my life was not my own.
Yeah.
It was all about her.
You had to grow up.
Yeah,
Like that, you had to grow up.
absolutely.
And then I didn't know about the premature because now you've got a whole different ball game that you're dealing with that you weren't ready for.
For sure.
Yeah. So, like, if I told you you would have to manage that before you got pregnant, you probably wouldn't get pregnant.
Probably not.
Yeah. You'd be like, I don't want to do that. But I'm telling you right now, did you succeed?
Yes,
Yeah. And your baby's healthy?
she's healthy.
How old is she now?
She'll be 30 on Tuesday.
30 on Tuesday, healthy, and kids herself.
She has one.
So you're grandma because of this,
Yes.
right? But it changed you, right?
Yeah.
And you know this in business too because you've grown a business like this. When you bring someone in, you all of a sudden start speaking differently.
Yeah.
You show up because I believe all of us are lazy. I really believe that. I think we have to be motivated to do stuff. Like what I'll do, and I want you to give me an example of what you do, but my example is this. I will want to run a marathon, and I will want to run a marathon, and I will want to run a marathon, and finally say, screw it. I'm going to tell everybody I'm running a marathon. Guess what happens?
You run a
I
marathon?
run a marathon. It happens all. I will put it on Facebook. I'm running the Baylor Scott College Station Marathon. Crap, now I got to run it, right? Otherwise, I could be lazy, right? And that's what happens when you build. Do you have an example like that of what you've done? Like, man, I got to do this.
So I was in another direct sales company, and we had just plateaued forever, and we had this goal every single year of hitting this particular rank, and it was a big rank, and never hit it. And I was like, I'm done at this level. I've got to get there. And so I told everybody, I'm going to hit this next level by this such and such date. Otherwise, I'm going to shave my head. And I started telling everybody this.
I did not know this. I'm so glad I asked you.
My husband was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm drawing a line in the sand. I am done.
Yeah.
And this is now serious stuff because I like my hair. And lo and behold, we hit the rank. Like, we hit it. Finally. The stakes were high enough that it was finally time.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I love you. That's amazing. I didn't know that story. I'm so glad I asked because you said, hey, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Done. And the same happens when you bring people in here and they start watching you, you behave differently.
Yeah.
And by behaving differently, what I mean is you will do more transactions. I promise. Now you know what most real estate agents tell me. I'm going to figure it out first, then I'll give you 10 people. Why? You know? Do you know what their answers are usually when I say why?
I don't know what.
Well, I just want to know everything before they get here. Okay, Jesus. I think Jesus only knew everything. What do you mean, know everything? You could talk to someone that's been in this business 15, 20, 25, 30 years. They still don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
You're never going to learn everything. So just, you're never going to build. But I know the speed at which you will learn things will be much faster when you bring people in. And I watched that in insurance. I've watched it in real estate. You know, instead of waiting around and just waiting for your person to tell you, your leader to tell you what to do, you instinctively figure it out. Did you know, Mary, did anybody teach Mary how to, when you bring a premature baby into this world, what you do?
No.
Right. But that's your blood, that's your life, that's your baby. You figure it out, right?
You do figure it out.
Yeah. And the same is true in business. When you bring someone in, you're just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you'll move so much faster. And what I watched when I did my old business is that I just passed people. I didn't sit around and wait for, you know, to rub Fitz's belly and give me the answers, give me the answers. You know, I just went and did it. And by the way, Fitz is almost 10 years younger than me. So I had to humble myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to massively humble myself. He told me what to do. I did it. So number one is get a list of 10 names of people that you know. Now, here's the kicker, and I need people to know this. I'm calling them, not you. Okay? I'm calling them. I'm going to call them and talk about how excited I am that Mary joined my family, my business, my team. Life is going to be better. She's the missing piece we've been looking for. No kidding. And I'm going to be so excited about it, right? People are going to join your business just from that alone.
Yeah.
Now, Mary, let me ask you a question. Can you call your friends and family and talk about how great you are like I just did?
No.
How would that play out?
They would be like, are you smoking something? Like, you're so arrogant, That wouldn't go off well at all.
It wouldn't work at all.
No.
But I can do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I give you what's this most beautiful thing in the world, and you know what it is. It's called influence.
Yeah.
I then give you influence. And because you've heard me talk great about you, this is something my pastor has always taught me. Speak to people where they're going to be.
Yeah.
Quit reminding where they are today. They know. Talk about where they're going, and they will go there, right? And so if I'm talking about you to someone that you know, about how excited I am, and I mean, Mary's going to be able to do. Mary's the type of person, I promise you, she'll be doing transactions when she rolls out of bed. They just going to slap her in the face. Hey, will you sell me a home? All right, I guess I will. That's just the type of person she is. Now, when you hear me say that, what's going on inside of you right now as I'm saying that?
Like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for those days to come.
Exactly.
Like, what do I need to do to get there?
Yes, this is guaranteed success if people do this. Now, people are going to overthink this and say, oh, I got 5. Or now, if they tell me I don't know 10 real estate agents, you could walk outside and scream, hey, who's a real estate agent? And you'd have 40 people come to you. I mean, when you don't know 10. And I'll help people find their 10 as well. And the next one is give me a list of 20 people that you personally know. And this is the beauty of it. This is what we call the fast start system, okay? Is typically, Mary, what agents do is they post a pretty picture on Facebook, and they look all pretty and good, and they look beautiful like you, and they say, I'm a real estate agent now, and I'm so excited about my career and my future. Send your business my way. Does anybody send them business?
No, not at all.
No, they're not going to. Or I love the ones that switch brokers. I've switched now. Now send. Who cares? Who cares, right? But if I call 20 people give me a name of someone you know that I could call.
Tammy.
Tammy. So I call Tammy up and I say, hey, Tammy, this is Paul Roberts. Mary has joined our team over here at EXP. She's the exact person I've been looking for a long time. She's creative, she's fun, and she's got an engineering degree that's kind of freaky, that she's got engineering and creative. It's pretty cool. And sales, just amazing what she can do. So I'm excited she's joined the team. What I want you to know, Tammy, is that even though Mary is new to real estate, Tammy is backed by people that have 5, 10, 15, 20 years experience. And she's not alone. So if you know of anybody that's looking to buy, sell, or invest, don't be worried to give those to Mary, because you're going to have me that's been doing this a long time. And you're going to have TC who's been doing this 15 years. You're going to have Brandon who's been doing this 5 years. And we're all here to make sure Mary's going to be successful. And we believe she's going to be successful. Don't you, Tammy?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So Tammy, that's what Tammy's going to say.
Yeah.
She's going to agree with me. Now, did I just increase your chances of getting someone to send you a referral?
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah.
Massively. And my excitement for that, they'll probably give me one. Out of the 20 I call, I will get one.
And you know what's interesting about that, because there is a lot of value in that, especially if you're a new real estate agent, if you're brand new, because a lot of people will not use you, especially for a listing if you're brand new. So if you've got a team that's calling on your people saying, hey, this is the people that are backing you, what huge credibility that is for someone who's starting out in real estate.
Yeah. And I get to send them the videos that we do. Like if Mary was to list your home, Tammy, this is the type of video she would do, and I'll send her one of my videos. And we do that for every listing we have. And we take, we make sure we get your house sold. And so just want you to know Mary's got that backing. And Tammy's gonna be like, I guarantee you, 20 people, one of them's going to give me a lead there. Not wait and give it to you later. You will get some later though, by the way. However, I will get one person say, you know what? My mom. Everybody right now, especially, everyone knows someone to buy, sell, or invest. Everybody, right? And if I can get leads for you, why not? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And we did the exact same thing in insurance annuities. Nothing different, nothing changed. And we would write $7 million annuities from those phone calls right there. And I was brand new, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to spell annuity. I still don't. Is there 2 N's? Is there 1? It sounds French. I'm not too sure what the hell it is. But who cares? I had the backing of people, right? And so I'm going to call and do that for 20 people. And then the last one is up to you, okay? Because I want to know how bad you want this. Because I'm going to draw out a reverse sales funnel and show you how many people you need to talk to. And we're going to go all the way down to the commission check you're going to get, right? And how many of those people you talk to are going to turn into, yeah, you know what I do? Yeah, let's set up an appointment. So you got to set up an appointment, and then actually sit on an appointment is the next part of the triangle. Maybe 3 sit on it, right? And then to get to 1, to get to contract, to get sold, to get a $10,000 commission check, right? So this is my deal with everybody. Talk to 25 people this week, 25 people you do not know, and just ask them a simple question. Do you know of anybody that wants to buy, sell, or invest in the next 6 months? Now, I get hit with, what questions do you think I get hit with when I say that?
Well, where do I find these people?
Okay, I usually
Or what if I'm shy? Or what if I don't like talking to people?
Okay, well, good. Now I know what I need to overcome with Mary. Instead of waiting the next 6 months of your life being miserable, my life being miserable, me thinking you're listening to me, and back and forth, right? And now I know it's just because you're shy. Okay, let's overcome that. Let's overcome that. I'll take you out right now. We'll go to a Starbucks. We'll go anywhere. I'll show you how not to be shy, right? We'll figure that out. That's easy, okay? Most of the times what I get is I don't know enough to ask that question. Now, Mary, you can ask that question you're just asking the question. Do you know anybody that wants to buy, sell, or invest in the next 6 months? You don't have to be an expert in real estate. What if they say yes? Say, oh, that's awesome. I mean, they just strike up a conversation. I'm not asking you to be the end-all, be-all to real estate. You don't need to know all that. I'm just asking you to ask the question, do you know anybody that wants to buy, sell, or invest in the next 6 months? You do that 25 times this week, not next week, but this week, you're going to get a lead. But what if they want to use me? Don't worry about it. Just go, right? Remember, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go, right? And I promise you're going to create a mess, right?
Okay.
You're going to create a big mess. And someone's like, well, yeah, I know so-and-so. Well, great. Now you and I get to go back and talk about it. All right. Well, yeah, she said Billy's ready right now. Well, let you and I call Billy together, right? And then you and I get to call Billy together and say, hey, so-and-so gave me your name and number, da-da-da, done, right? I mean, Starbucks, you can ask the person that gives you the coffee. Do you know anybody that wants to buy, sell, or invest? The most creative one I heard is one of our agents has a clipboard and a pen, and he sits outside of apartment complexes. Hey, I'm just doing some survey. I'm just curious. Do you know of anybody that wants to buy, sell, or invest in the next 6 months? You're at an apartment complex. Someone's going to say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, I relocated here from Miami. I want to get the hell out of here. Yeah, me, right? You're going to get a lead, right?
Yeah.
See the creativity you can have and just blow this thing up? And so I followed these to the T when I joined my old business. As you know, I sold that for 8 figures. I did very well. I built a very good business. I immediately started doing transactions faster than everybody else because I didn't go to another training, to another training, to another training, to another training. I found the training, and this is way before we have all the Google stuff. This is, a long time ago. And now you can go online and do a training. I mean, you can. Well, I don't want to go talk to customers about buying, selling, investing because what if they want to use me? I don't know how to fill out a buyer's rep, right? Google how do you fill out a buyer's rep? You'll find it. It's not that difficult, right? Now, on top of that, we got the best training in the world. Hours and hours and hours, thousands of hours of training on just that. Don't worry about it, right? Just go ask the question first. Why do you want to learn all of that? People want to get a business card. I want to get a website. I want to get my CRM. I want to get this. What if you stink at all this? You just wasted money on business cards. Now you got to throw those away and you can be pissed off at me because I talked to you into getting into real estate. You're gonna have to get rid of your website account and you're stuck with it for a year because you probably paid a year for it, right? Just go out and create activity, create a mess first. I will guarantee you success.
I like it.
That's it. Pretty
Super simple.
It is so simple. And this is where I learn about people. I'm going to tell you a story about my daughter, my youngest daughter, Randy. She switched schools in high school. Probably wasn't the wisest decision we did for her, but we put her in a private school. And she was a competitive cheerleader. She's one of those crazy fools that, she threw people up in the air and we went to Orlando. We went everywhere for this competitive cheer. It was crazy. And I loved the competition of it. And she goes to this high school where they don't do competitive cheer. They just do the normal yay, yay, rah, rah, da, 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 da. And she tried out for the team and didn't make the team. Okay.
Whoa.
And what I saw her do, I was like, this girl's going to be successful in life. She's going to be very successful. She didn't come home and complain about it. I mean, she was upset. She was hurt. Anybody gets rejected is going to be hurt.
Sure.
But she didn't spend hours upon hours. I'm better than all of them. And she was. I mean, she can run circles around them. They didn't do what she did, you know? She didn't do any of that. And so what they did is they said, because of your attitude, we would like you to join just as a backup and just come to games with us. And if something happens and you can go in, you can go in. And so I watched my daughter carry a clipboard, feed the other girls water, make sure, hey, can I get you anything? Take care of them. I said, this girl's going places. She's got this figured out. Most people make excuses. I'm too good for that. I'm too good for that. But she didn't. She made some of her best friends there, you know? Yeah. And now I'm watching her open a business, as you know, and she's doing great. I have no doubt she's going to do great, you know? Have you ever had your kids come to you and say, hey, I'm thinking about opening a business like you and Dad?
No.
No? So,
well, actually, no, that's not true. Yes, our oldest daughter and her husband have a marketing agency.
Yeah. And did they ask the question, should I?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They knew.
Yeah.
We definitely should.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that, because my daughter was the same way. She said when she got done doing her hair degree or cosmetology degree, whatever it is, everybody told her, listen, you need to go work 5 years at a place to build up your clientele, and then you can go out and do it on your own. And she said, no, I watched my parents build a business. I'm going to go build it now.
Yes.
Right? And she did. And she did. And she's doing great. She's so busy right now, she turns away clients, you know. But that goes back to what she did. There was no excuses. She could have easily. And, you know, as a dad, I was a little offended she didn't make the cheerleading deal. I was like, they just rah-rahing and go team. You know how to flip people, man. You know how to throw people in the air like 35 feet. You know, if she'd have came to me, Mary, and said, hey, you know what, I'm not going to do this, I'd have probably said, okay. But I'm so glad she is who she is, no excuses, because you can't have excuses. People make up the craziest excuses. I'm going to tell you an excuse someone's made up of me. I want you to think about someone's made up with you, why not to succeed. When I was starting my old business, these are two excuses, but they're the same. When I started my old business and I'm getting my team going, I'm getting rocking and getting ready, I had this guy say, hey, you know what, Paul, I think I need to be on someone else's team that's a little bigger than yours. A little bigger than yours. Because I just feel like you don't have enough for me. You know, I need something a little bigger than yours. It's like, all right, I understand. Why is that? Well, because I said, well, you do realize that Fitz is above me and he's got a couple thousand people on his team. So, I mean, we have access to the same thing, you know? And at the time I was so new to the business, Mary, I didn't realize it was excuses. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought, I took an offense to it, like, oh my gosh. Well, on the flip side, this is hilarious, Mary, you're gonna laugh so hard. Years and years later, I had a guy come to me and say, hey, you know, I just think I need to be on a different team. And I said, why? He goes, Paul, your team's just so big that you ain't got time for me. And that right then, Mary, I was like, you fools will make up an excuse for anything, won't you? I mean, you're the same person. You're not the same person, but you are the same person that, okay, why don't you just quit? You know, why can't you just quit? Has anything that happened to you? Like, come on.
Oh, tons of things.
Yeah. Give me an example.
So many people say, I can't do this because I don't have the time.
Oh.
Which is the exact reason why you need to do this. Because where else are you going to find time? Time's not going to magically appear out of nowhere. Your boss isn't going to all of a sudden say, hey, you know what? We're going to decrease your hours by 25% and we're going to keep you at the same pay rate. That's not going to happen. So where do you create that margin?
You and I did not rehearse this.
No, we did not.
But my closing sign right here. You ready for it?
Sure, go
Before
ahead.
I go into my closing, though, because I want to say something else. We did not rehearse this. That's crazy. You just said what you said. I promise you, if you do these 3 steps, you'll succeed, because you will learn transactions faster than everybody else. You will find a way. Your speed of growth will be so amazing. I don't fight people that argue with me on this. I'm gonna work with the ones that say, okay. I work with everybody, but the ones that say, okay, I'm like, okay, now I'm honed in, I'm locked into you. We're gonna build something special together. It reminds me of what me and Fitz being in the trenches together. And then later in life, it reminds me of me and JP and me and MO and all these guys. We just locked in and said, okay, let's go, right? You will have success, and we're gonna create a big mess. It's gonna be fun doing it, you know?
Yeah.
But this is what I was gonna end with. Do you have anything you wanna end with? Anything you wanna say?
No, go ahead.
Right here. It amazes me the amount of time and hours people will work for someone else to get them rich. And what'd you just say to me?
If you don't have time, this is the exact reason why you need to do this.
Because they're over there working, making someone else get rich, right? Like when I call people that are part of the 10 real estate agents, and they'll say, no, I don't want to build. I ain't got time to build. I'm like, you realize you're building someone else's dream. You realize are you okay with your broker? I'm okay with the broker making money, don't get me wrong. But you have the ability to do that now.
Yeah.
Why not, right? So right here, it amazes me the amount of time people will put into making someone else successful. When they could just carve a little time out for themselves. Carve a little time out for themselves and make themselves crazy, stupid, successful, right?
Yeah.
That's it. And people are going to say, I ain't got time to give you 10 names. All right. What any other excuses you want to run by me before you quit?
Exactly.
Well, what can we just list out the excuses? I got a list of a couple thousand. Let's go ahead and put yours in here too, right? And I don't mean that, and I don't say that because I'm not sarcastic that way, but I'll just say, I wish you would build this for you and your family as opposed to building it for somebody else. Thank you so much for being on today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining my team.
Yeah. We're excited.
Can I say that?
Sure.
I can say it. So when I say to everybody listening to me right now, Mary is the missing piece I've been looking for, I ain't lying. I am not lying. I have built businesses before, and I know when I get that one person. I can say their names in the old business, but I'm not going to say it. You know who you are if you're watching. I love you to death. You know exactly what you did for me and my business, and now I get someone like Mary. I'm like, okay, we're going to tear this thing up.
Absolutely.
It's going to be insane. All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll have Brandon back next week, but we'll have to have you on as a guest.
Sounds
I think Rick might let us all come in here. He might kick me and Brandon out and put you in here. And thank you, Studio USA, for being amazing. And we'll see you next Tuesday.